best video game adaptations must not only entertain, but also show some respect to the original works. Now, you might find my list a bit disrespectful because I admit that some of these are entertaining, even though they're considered a little bad and don't follow the original games very well. But it is my list, damn it! This is what I thought was the most entertaining. Starting with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Not that one. That's correct. The Super Mario Brothers movie about two Italian up-and-coming brother plumbers who must save the princess from an evil Bowser or lose the world and their toilets. It's the highest-grossing film based on a video game ever made. Nintendo really gave it their all for these films, entertaining the kiddos for their basic big-screen animated enjoyment, while simultaneously planting Easter eggs, lore, and nostalgia for the Mario fans. You can check out the first one on Peacock and the Super Mario Galaxy film in theaters now. Back to the God of Thunder, or is it lightning? Recruits a group of warriors and chosen by gods to fight in the tournament against another realm in order to save our realm, Earth Realm, from being ruled by Outworld Realm. Does that make sense? Realm. Granted, watching this one today may not give you the same, "Aw, how awesome," that we had when we watched it as kids, but Mortal Kombat 95 version still holds up as one of the OGest video game adaptations ever. If you don't agree, fine, but if you tell me that the theme song was nothing short of magnificent, I'll call you a fucking liar. You can check this one out on HBO Max. Detective Pikachu, the most famous not animal and not cockfighting little critter Pokemon, investigates the murder of someone with the help of two young adult humans. I don't remember the movie that well. But not only was this hilarious and much more interesting than I had originally imagined before watching, but for Easter eggs, you gotta catch them all, and there were quite a bit to catch. Ryan Reynolds' casting as Pikachu was sort of genius because it's misplaced, but his quick quips as an adorable little Pokemon somehow worked. I thought it was a bad idea at first and knew nothing of the original Detective Pikachu spinoff that this film is based off of, but I was entertained nonetheless. This did decent numbers in the box office, but I don't think they've discussed a sequel in a long time. We'll have to wait and see. You can rent this one right now. A Resident Evil. A zombie outbreak in Raccoon City sets Mila Jovovich, sorry for mispronouncing your name, on an action adventure to find a cure and save humanity or something like that. I don't really remember where the movies went, but they went everywhere. I do love several of these games, but if you're trying to watch a film series dedicated to being true to the original franchise, then these films are not for you. No, they're not for you. They kind of just take all the characters and situations from the games, cram it all up in a paint can, shake it, mix it, shake it some more before splashing it against a wall made of cocaine. The first film is very calm compared to the rest of the adrenaline-fueled zombie action sequels, but I enjoyed that one the most. For me, it was a great 2000s self-contained story serving as sort of a prequel to the games before they actually start to be more like the video games in Apocalypse. Nemesis, you old so-and-so. But they really take their liberties for all the films. For me, that was okay, though, because they are fun and bad, but still thoroughly entertaining. But still bad. But good bad. Point is, I can't recommend these films for being good, but I can recommend them for a fun time for you to shut off your brain and have fun killing zombies. Most of these you'll have to rent, but you can check the first one out on Fandango at home for free. That is an app. I had never used it before, but apparently you can. Oh, by the way, Raccoon City was okay and was closer to the games, I think. And you can watch that for yourself on Hulu. I could not finish the TV show, and neither could Netflix, which is why it was canceled. And there's a new film coming out later this year from Zach Krieger, sorry for mispronouncing your name, director of Barbarian and Weapons. I'm a little nervous about this one because he admits it won't be close to the games either, but I like the trailer, so maybe we'll like the film. Sonic the Hedgehog. An alien, that's not Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. An alien hedgehog with lightning speed rolling will help two humans in saving the world against the evil, goofy Dr. Robotnik with the help of Tails and Knuckles. I remember being truly satisfied with the fun, innocent whippersnapper of the hedgehog in the first film, as well as how the third act really included the gameplay, which we're familiar with, and how Knuckles and Tails completed the crew in the sequel. Sad to say I haven't watched the third one yet, especially since I've heard nothing but great things, but you can roll on over to the Knuckles miniseries, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3, all on Paramount Plus. Now we can go to this one. Castlevania. It's about vampire stuff. I don't remember the show that well, but I remember it being truly epic enough for me to mention. They even made a spinoff series, which you can watch both of them on Netflix. But the one that you should really watch the most, I think the closest adaptation-wise, The Last of Us. An apocalyptic fungus zombie TV show protecting the only human in humanity. As a huge fan of the games, this show was one of the closest adaptations to the original works I had ever seen. And I have reviewed the shit out of this show, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel for more in-depth reviews. But people complain specifically about season 2, but it is super close to the games, guys. I recommend playing the games first, then checking out the series on HBO Max. And if you still don't agree, then I'd like to know why. But I will tell you that there are honorable mentions that I did not include, mostly because I either didn't see them or I haven't seen them in a long time, were Hitman, Agent 47, and the original Hitman, both that you can watch on renting right now. Arcane, I couldn't finish, but I hear amazing things about it. But I just can't get through it. It's not for me, but maybe it's for you on Netflix. Twisted Metal on Peacock. Just too much. I loved Twisted Metal Black the most. And Twisted Metal Black was dark. This one ain't that dark. It's mostly just goofy fun. But I hear it's really good. And it's had 2 seasons, so it must be okay. Halo on Paramount Plus was canceled. And I think you can watch it on Netflix too. But should you, after finding out it's canceled? That's up to you. The original Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme, I have not seen, but I want to see the new one coming out in theaters later this year because it looks fucking baller. Like, it looks better than this Mortal Kombat that just came out, to be honest. It makes me wish I knew the games better, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. You can watch the Jean-Claude Van Damme version by renting it, and this one in theaters later on this year. Secret Level on Amazon Prime Video, a really good anthology TV show that not only references video games, but also other games like Dungeons and Dragons, which is kind of cool. There's also the Tomb Raiders. 1 you can watch on Pluto and Paramount Plus, 2 on Paramount Plus, which are really, really fun. And fun for us to look at Angelina Jolie, of course. But the Alicia Vikander one was actually pretty close to the newer version of Tomb Raider video games. They actually did a really good job replicating a lot of scenes. This one's available to rent. And the Sophie Turner television series is filming right now, and it's either going to be released later on this year or next year. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's created by and co-show run by Phoebe Waller-Bridge from Fleabag, so hopefully it's good. This one's controversial, but I do not like Fallout. I watched the first season, and I'm trying to get through season 2, but it is so boring to me. I never played the video game, but I've heard from Fallout enthusiasts that it's very close, which is awesome, but it's so boring. So no, I won't watch it on Amazon Prime Video anymore, but maybe you can. Then you probably are. Gangs of London, which the first few episodes are directed by one person, and the action sequences are directed by Gareth Evans, who did the Raid movies. So the action scenes are fantastic in this. I haven't finished it, but I didn't know it was based off of a Getaway game. Remember the Getaway? Well, they had several games, and one of them was Gangs of London, which is what this is based off of, which I find pretty cool. It's probably not close to the game at all, because the game's, I think, is from the 90s, but pretty cool they made it nonetheless. And finally, The Witcher. Never played the video games, and I watched a couple episodes, but it wasn't for me. I hear it was good until they replaced Henry Cavill. But there you have it. By the way, this guy's getting replaced all the time. There you have it. What are some of your video game films? Did you like my list or wish I'd get another life after I commit self-game over? Be sure to comment below and let me know. We're on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. for a full episode and on Spotify every Tuesday at 6 a.m. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all on the couch.